Hey everyone, welcome to the series premiere of Jay and I's side project called the OffStudio series. Coming at you from the outside. Welcome to my backyard. Taking my daily stroll as Nate Rasa, not Jay Choi, traveling by foot with 0 Ti. Ooh, there's a bird. I'm not one that does video or vlogs. Gosh, I was gonna call it video blogs. What am I, 45? It's not really my thing from what I do. Finding out that I function better when I am in the outdoors, so this might be a beneficial thing for me to do, even though I personally am not. Ooh, there's berries. But anyways, so basically the OffStudio episodes are little mini series that Jay and I decided that would be really cool to try out as another thing to produce, another bit of content for the folks to watch for the rest of the week. Mine will air every Monday, Jay's will air every Wednesday, so you'll get to have a little bit of us at solo rather than together, which might be too bad, but too bad for her, I guess. So you're gonna see an ENFP in the wild, so we'll see how that's gonna turn out, which I don't think that might be good, but hey, let's hope to see what I can come out of this from walking around and see. Actually, I did see a trail there that I'm gonna totally test out. So we're gonna go back to see that trail and we're gonna test it out. I haven't adventured in a while because of, you know why. So let's do it. I don't have SE, so here's to me trying to have some SE. Also, I'm chasing the sound of water because that clearly means that civilization is nearby, or I'm moving away from civilization. Either way works. Let's do it. Into the trail we go. In the true NFP fashion, sometimes I do wish that the trails I take lead me to Narnia, but that's just me, I guess. Life isn't always that forgiving. Ooh, it's muddy. Not exactly my ideal spot for anything. If there's a coyote or a bear here, oh well. Here's my last episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I'm at a hidden trail right now, which I just realized was really perfect for shooting videos because it's private, no one's really chilling here. So, how did I get into type? To be honest, I've been really interested in people. Even though I like to market myself as I hate everybody, everyone's dumb, everyone's kind of to be honest, in a way it has helped me be able to understand people more and be able to kind of get a better grasp of why people function the way they do or why we operate the way we do. A lot of the times growing up feeling misunderstood, you kind of assume that that's just, or you kind of conclude that because of that, you're just kind of trapped. And, you know, your only answer is to either fight back, lash out, judge others, and make it a big deal or something. But I personally don't agree with that. I could not, in myself, kind of believe that that was a thing, because if that was a thing, that would imply that my outlook on the world must be really bad, and that is not something I personally really liked, if anything. And with that being said, I decided that, hey, why not learn more about people? And since I learned more about me as an ENFP, you start to realize, oh, so I have these particular assets and skill sets and traits that could come in handy and could be a hindrance to myself, but at the same time it also explained that, or at least served to explain, that other people had, you know, rather even if it was different, also their own sets of skill sets and assets and hindrances that get in the way of themselves. I love watching moving water. That and watching fire, but two different things, I guess. But right now we're watching moving water. With that being said, I realized that by widening your worldview, you're also able to understand why other people do the things that they do, and therefore I judge less. Now you know why people do the things that they do. And it seems like such a basic answer to a lot of things, but I feel like we don't even do that enough. And I mean this, I'm generalizing obviously, but I do feel as though we as a society really need to push ourselves a little bit more when it comes to seeing other people and seeing their perspective and where they're coming from, because you know, you grew up, let's say you had the privilege of being able to be with a loving family or something, and let's say you met somebody who doesn't. Why they choose to act the way they do is probably a conditioning that they've experienced in their history, personal history. Therefore, is it really their fault, or should they take responsibility? At least as the person on the outside looking, to them, it's, you could give them the benefit of the doubt, but for them to you, it's a whole different ballgame. That's how I see it. Like, as an individual, I have every responsibility to help and, you know, improve myself for the sake of, well, myself and others. And in a way, that's kind of how I charge it. But again, it's just a little thing that's been dabbling in my mind, and why typology became such a big thing. I mean, granted, I, you know, started out being all, I am unsure about everything and I don't really know what I'm doing. You work with what works with you, and maybe that advice doesn't always work for everybody, but you know, you have to do what you have to do. And that does help eventually. And it does at least give you some perspective. At least you're not completely messed up as you probably thought you were. Life may be boring, but at least it's my life. So I get to choose what I want out of it. Thank you guys. See how this goes. And until next time for the next episode.